Hello, my name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox Healer. This is a reading for the new moon that we have in Pisces. It is the 27th or the 28th or even the 1st of March, depending on where you are in the world. I'm doing a dreadful job of shuffling these cards. I don't normally use these cards. They are very thick and, as you can see, difficult to shuffle. Where was I? New moon in Pisces. This is the last new moon in the astrological new year. The new moon is in Pisces. New moons are about fresh starts. With it being in Pisces, it is also linked to Mars and Venus at the moment, and Jupiter as well, I think. New moons are quite often feelings where everything's exaggerated and exacerbated, other words beginning in ated, where you just feel as though emotions are running high, and particularly Mars has just moved forwards again from being retrograde. Mars is quite a fiery character as well. And March, if you're not aware, is going to be a really, really tumultuous time for us. So the new moon in Pisces is not going to be easy. You might be feeling as though you're having to bite your tongue, or you're snappy, or you just feel like you're very intolerant at the moment. This always comes at a new moon, but the difference with this one is potentially that because it is at the end of the astrological new year, that this is very much sort of the beginning of the end for whatever these situations are, which are sort of pushing your buttons. And I don't think that you have to judge it. You have to judge it carefully, I think. Obviously, if you feel as though you are in a situation where you haven't been happy, yes, by all means, speak up and do what is right for you. If this is just a heat of the moment thing that you know that you're going to regret later, just try and bite your tongue and take it, try and take things with a pinch of salt, because everybody is in the same situation, that the tensions are running high and everything is just quite difficult at the moment. I'm not going to take those because they just kind of fell out rather than jumped out. So the only good thing with this is because we have got Jupiter and Pisces, it means that whatever happens actually has a bit of a silver lining with it. Because this is going to be almost the beginning of the end, you will realise, because of Pisces and Jupiter, that this is actually a good thing. And I think that you will be relieved with whatever actually happens. I'm absolutely the living proof of the fact that this is not the best of times for me. I have big major things going on in my life at the moment, none of them good, but I do believe that they are absolutely going to be, when I'm out of these situations, that I will know that they are working in my favour, and that good things are going to come, and also that it was a good thing that these things happened, and I will be relieved. I already am relieved in some of the things that have happened. I'm just asking the universe if they want to give me any more cards, which they do. Sorry, that was probably really loud on your ears, and I do apologise for that. Again, these are cards I don't normally use, so trying to squeeze all these things in. if anybody is interested, I thought that I would use more gentle cards than usual, just because it's such a stressful time. So the cards that I'm using they're called Animal Guide Tarot by Bradley Valentine, who's a very famous tarot and oracle card creator. So guys, this is a collective reading. Try and hang in there. If you do decide that you want to end things, you want to walk away from things, new moons are always about removing things that aren't serving you out of your life. So if you feel the need to do that, then do it. Try not to do it as a knee-jerk reaction though. But whatever happens, you are going to feel that there is a relief, and that you will see that it's a good thing that you perhaps did throw your toys out of the pram, or you told that person to get out of your life and to never come back, or you told your boss that you didn't want to be in your job anymore. And some of those things might be happening to me. And if they're happening to you as well, then leave me a comment and tell me what amazing shifts are happening in your life at the moment. So anyway, we have renewal as the underlying card, and this is the world card, and it says it's time to get clarity about your life purpose and make changes so that you're on the path most divinely suited to you. Forgive what has been without judgment and fiercely embrace what's to come. Well, if that's not an appropriate card for the Pisces new moon, I honestly don't know what is. So the other cards we have are the Ace of Water and the Six of Water. These are cups, the Moon with the Knight of Air, the Two of Fire and the Strength card, the Life Experience card, which is the Devil card. It might be the Tower card. It's the Tower card. And then 13 is the Release card. That's the Death card normally. And then we have the Nine of Air and the Five of Earth. Earth are Pentacles, Air is Swords, and Fire is Wands, as I said all the cards. So the cards we have first of all are the Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups. Both really beautiful cards. It says the Dove, and it says this is the beginning of a new emotional experience for you. It may be the first blush of romantic love, the rebirth of a current relationship, or the awakening of spiritual gifts and insights. And then the Six of Cups is, again, a beautiful card. It says the love and care of children could become an important part of your life, or people from your childhood may return to it. Old memories can be healed, or possibly old childhood dreams are ready to be revisited. The other thing that's going on here is that I think it's Jupiter is about to move retrograde, and Mercury will soon as well. And that is definitely worth mentioning, because this, during retrogrades, and we have various ones of them through the year, retrogrades are about revisiting things coming back from your past. So this might be that you have somebody coming back into your past who you were very fond of, but they are coming back. So the Six of Cups is this perhaps reminiscing about previous times. Again, new moons are times to reflect as well on what is serving you and what isn't serving you. And this is saying that potentially someone or something is going to come back which did make you happy, and it has got the potential to make you happy again. The next cards we have are the Moon and the Knight of Air. We have the Lynx and we have the Thoroughbred Horse. The Lynx says it's important to trust your intuition. Even if you're unsure of what's happening, all will be revealed soon, so worry is unnecessary. And then we have the Knight of Air, and this is one of the fastest cards in the deck, as you can see, and it says decisive, focused, driven and impulsive. Get ready for progress to speed up. The situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotion and make your decisions quickly. Well, this is what's happening with the new moon. It's interesting that this is with the moon card as well, that it's saying, as I said about this being in Pisces, whatever happens, it is going to happen quickly. You also have the Tower card here as well. So this is potentially going to be a bit of a ride by the seat of your pants type experience for you. It's going to happen quickly. And whether it's you that says something or whether it's somebody else that triggers a situation to occur, just go with it. It says even if you're unsure of what's happening, all will be revealed soon. So do not worry. The next two cards, if I can speak, are the Two of Fire and the Strength card. The Strength card speaks for itself. It says that be kind, forgiving, and compassionate because you are a strong person. You do not have to suffer fools. You do not have to bear grudges, perhaps on these people or whatever this situation is going to be that turns things upside down for you. And then the Two of Fire. This is about the Two of Wands, and you have opportunities. And it says your vision, creativity, and dedication to your cause have brought you great success. In fact, it may be your best interest to get a partner to assist in your endeavours or expand the number of people helping you. Well, I think that you just have to reach out here. If you're used to working by yourself, being a bit of a loner, or perhaps you have found that you were leading quite a solitary life or with another, and that might end during this new moon, I think this is just saying be strong and get out there again. I don't do love readings, but we have started off with two happy / love type cards here. And I think this is just generally about loving yourself and looking after yourself and being your own priority rather than hoping that somebody else, I think, was going to give you the love and the care and the affection that we all need and deserve. But now I think this is saying reach out and understand how incredibly clever and powerful and courageous you are. So regardless of what happens here, what goes around comes around. You are strong, you are creative, you are a visionary. And just again, trust that the new moon in Pisces with Jupiter and Venus and Mars and Mercury and all of those other planets, because all the planets are going nuts at the moment, that this is serving you. So just try and ride with it. So the next two cards that we have are both major arcana cards, and we have life experience, which is the Tower card, and the release card, which is the Death card. These are probably two of the most scariest cards in the deck, but they really shouldn't be. And this is why this deck is so lovely. This says the Cuckoo. It says important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move in new directions you know are right for you. Again, this is about exactly what is going on with the new moon. Things are changing. And the release card is the Death card, but in some decks, this is known as the Death and the Rebirth card. It says it's a peacock. It's time to release the past and move on to something new. The ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. You really can't make this stuff up. Spirit is just incredible that new moons are absolutely this, and this is probably what is going to happen to you. The end of the astrological new year. This is a very emotional ending that may well happen. But remember the Pisces thing and the Jupiter and the Venus thing. This is happening for your best interest. And this will either relieve you and you will feel relief because this has happened, or that in time you will see, and I think you're going to see it quickly because we have this fastest card in the deck, that you will very quickly see why this has happened and that it's been good for you. The last two cards are the Nine of Air and the Five of Earth. This is the Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Air is the Nine of Swords. This says Sea Lion, and it says your worries and fears aren't real. They're fueled by focusing on the negative, which gives power to that which you're afraid of. Stop worrying and let go of fear, and everything will be okay. And the manatee, which is probably one of my favourite sort of sea creatures, it says focusing on the negative or worrying about money or your career can block your progress because your trust and faith are at a low point right now. It's not the best time to start your own business or become self-employed. Again, ride your way through what is happening here. Mercury and Jupiter are retrograde until I think the start of April. And if you can hold on until then, ride your way through March, because it is going to be nuts. If you can go and lock yourself in a room somewhere with some box sets and some popcorn, I'd go and do that. If I could, I would. Maybe we should all just go there together. Hire a hotel and just all go and book in there and just ride it all out. But these say, please don't worry about what is happening here. Just take your time. And as we have the underlying energy here, it says time to get clarity about your life purpose and make changes so that you're on the path most divinely suited to you. Forgive what has been without judgment and fearlessly embrace what's to come. I think that is just perfect. I didn't even need the rest of those cards. I could have just read that to you. So these are Moonology message oracle cards. As it's obviously a new moon, I thought that we would try one of these. I've never used these cards before, so we shall see as to what Spirit wants to give us. Probably not all of those. I take cards that jump out at me rather than just sort of hurl their way out and fall out because I'm a bad shuffler. Is there? Okay, so I'll take those cards. And what do we have? So we have two cards. It says the dark side of the moon, mystery, and dark moon, the past. Okay, so what have we got here? Dark moon. A new moon is when there is no moon in the sky. Yes, whatever is going on here is going to be mysterious. You have the moon. Sometimes with the moon card, you can't see things clearly. I think that what is happening is going to be a surprise, or if you are the person that triggers these events, that you will feel unsure as to where you're going to be going next. And you know, life is a mystery. We never know what's going to happen. All the best plans in the world, we never sure as to what's going to happen the next day, the next week, whenever. And again, this dark moon, this is about removing yourself from the past, getting rid of the things that don't serve you. Just try and make sure that the things that you're getting rid of really don't serve you, rather than, as I'd said, have it because this is a knee-jerk reaction that somebody's pressing your buttons and you don't really want to make the decision or say the thing that you do say to them. Just try and take a few deep breaths, think before you speak, and make sure that things that you are getting rid of from your past are actually the things that you do want to get rid of. I hope that's been useful. If this has resonated, I'd love it if you'd leave me a comment. New moons sometimes take a couple of weeks to sort of like to work their way through. We're also coming up to eclipse season, which makes March even funkier and stronger and weirder and more trippy than I think we've seen any month previously in a good long time. So hang in there, guys. If you've enjoyed this reading, I should have said I only do gentle tarot. I'm never going to tell you anything scary or salacious. I'd love it if you would subscribe. Thank you for getting to the end of the reading. Please take care, especially because this is a really strong, powerful new moon. Thank you so much. You take care. I've been the Unorthodox Healer, and I shall speak to you soon. Bye.